boats in the Sea of Cortez. This one talks about two Mexican fishermen dragged from their boats and chewed so badly their bodies could not be identified even by their own families. And another one about a man who fell overboard. As he reached up for help, he was pulled to the depths, never to be seen again. Finding such similar stories in one location can't be a coincidence. I need to get on the ground to investigate. Mexico's Baja Peninsula is a remote strip of land separated from the mainland by the notorious Sea of Cortez. These infamous waters have a dark history of violence. Stories of hidden coves where Spanish pirates buried their treasure and where drug cartels still bury their victims. The barren desert that rises straight out of the sea is mostly uninhabited. Santa Rosalia is one of the few populated areas, a remote fishing community. I ask around to see if anyone knows about the attacks. I'm told I need to go to the beach at sunset to speak to the locals before they head out night fishing.
Buenas noches. Van a pescar hoy?
I ask about the 5 dead bodies. They say they're not aware of the case. But they do have other accounts of attacks at sea. He tells me of a time they took a dog fishing with them. It jumped out of the boat and suddenly the water boiled around it.
All that was actually left of this dog was its head.
This sounds like the work of a shark and not the mysterious animal I'm looking for. I don't think it helps me in my investigation. But they go on to tell me tales of attacked fishermen, including one about a man left covered in unusual bite marks. This sounds like the stories that brought me here, and adds to my suspicion that there's an elusive predator in these waters. But when I ask where I can find this man, I'm told he committed suicide. I'm too late for that victim, but the fishermen tell me the attacks happened in deep trenches off the coast. The Sea of Cortez sits on a series of major fault lines and was formed when the Earth's tectonic plates ripped apart. Under the surface are underwater canyons with depths reaching thousands of feet. The next morning, I hire a boat to take me out to sea. I need to get my line in the water to find out what is really out there. As we approach the deep water, I spot signs of life.
Dolphins coming in towards the boat. That's a sign that these are really rich waters. I mean, they would not be here, if there wasn't food for them to feed on.
Dolphins have been known to attack humans, but they don't usually leave any external wounds, and certainly not the unusual marks I've heard about.
Some big old sea lions on this rock here. Now, they might look a little bit cuddly and comical out of water, but they are actually very efficient predators. They basically got teeth rather like a dog.
But like sharks and dolphins, sea lions would leave very distinctive marks. You would absolutely know what was responsible. I rule them off my suspect list too. But the fact remains, fishermen here have been attacked by something that lives beneath the surface.
We've just spotted an area of bait fish about a couple hundred yards away, and what happens is you've got small fish swimming near the surface. It alters the pattern of the surface, so you've got these tighter pattern of waves over there. And what we're going to do is we're going to just work backwards and forwards around that. It's quite a big patch, and the chances are, well, we're hoping there's going to be bigger fish underneath that coming in to feed on those small ones. This is what I'm going to put on the end of the line. This mimics small fish in the water. When the boat is moving, that will bring this alive. And the thing about this vein on the front here, this will make it dive down beneath the surface. I'm using wire because the chances are anything that goes after a small fish is going to have teeth. Let's just clip that on here. Basically, in the sea, there's not a lot of trees and things for fish to sort of swim into and get tangled up. So I've got lots of line on here. Anything large could take off a lot of line. If the worst comes to the worst, we follow it in the boat. So although it might not